Um, I can scoot up some more. I can scoot to the right a little bit, and we're good. We're great. We're great. We're great. Like right here. Like right here. Yeah. So I've been thinking about this angle for. All right, I've been thinking about recording from this for a minute, bro, and it just something about here and now. There's not much editing. There's not many things to say, but there's more to say than a minute for sure. That much is clear. That much is true, So, yeah. One thing I really, really wanted to go into some details about was just doing it, really just doing it. And I had a video about that as well on TikTok, and that was more of a sneak peek, like of how I really feel. Like it's so important to just put action behind the things that you do. Truly, like really, just put action behind what you do and just enjoy it. Just do it for the thrill, man. Just do it for the thrill. And that's just me. That's literally what I'm doing like now. Just I have an idea, dish it out. Like while you enjoy it. And I honestly shout out to Rick Rubin. Like really, that's what I got it from. That's what I got it from Rick Rubin's book. And that's a really, really enjoyable book. It's very, very fun, very short. The chapters are really like tidbits. They're like I feel like a mouse being led to small cheddar pieces into a trap. But really, this trap is more a trap of happiness, I guess. Whatever. But yeah, yeah. Just enjoy the things that you're doing. Have fun. And literally, I feel like life is just it just gets better and better. That's all I can say. Like I won't say like, oh, it's full of roses. Low key it is, but it just gets better and better each and every time. That much is true. And I'm someone that loves learning, and as I'm starting to get older, I'm understanding that you learn best when you put action behind it. Like really, you really do ingrain it into yourself when you say, okay, well, let me incorporate this, let me utilize this, and let me just focus on the end goal. You know, that much is just fun. Let me focus on two things. Like let's not even think about how it's gonna go down and things of that nature. But um, one thing that's really fun is like imagining yourself doing the process and just doing the process, just doing it, man. Just doing it. Just really just actually stepping out and seeing or trying to like, you know how that feels, know what that looks like. And also just being not even forcing yourself to. Like if you don't feel like doing it, bro, just be so honest with yourself like, you know what? Right now is not the time. It's not. It's not it. Because I feel like dates are a double-edged sword. They really come off as that. Like sometimes they, but other times it's like they do more damage. And that hurts. That really hurts. And I say they're a double-edged sword because of the factor of, okay, well, if you don't care about it as much, then you're able to really, really focus on, okay, well, I didn't hit my goal on the day I said I would, and that's okay, because look at all the things I went through, and look at how that molded me into an amazing person that is that might be ready to hit that goal, or I might not be. There might be another goal that's like, okay, well, before you hit that, what about this goal, and that is, man, that is just like, it's just so, it makes me enjoy the journey so much more, because that's how I look at deadlines. Like a lot of the time, emphasis on a lot of the time, but there are other times where it's like, oh, that hurt, you know? I can't ignore the fact that I was hurt, or so to speak, even let on. And I can't ignore the factor that I might have forced myself. I might have pushed myself out of my comfort zone. And that's not I don't think that's a bad thing or a good thing. You know, I feel like you want to really, really get used, get an understanding of going out of your comfort zone and staying outside of it, really expanding it in a sense. You know, really expanding it. And I don't think you do that when you're. I feel like you step outside of it and then you step back in. When you put a deadline out and then you don't hit it and you feel some type of way, or when you put it out and you're like, oh, I got one more week, and you just feel like deep down, I'm not finna hit this. like you just feel that in your bones, or you're like, I am gonna hit this no matter what, and it's just like, oh, brother, you're forcing it, and you forcing that is just, man, it's unnatural. It's moving from a lack thereof. And I feel like I derailed. The whole point is to just do it. And I say this to say, just do it just because you want to do it. Don't do it for like anything else. Don't do it for anything outside. Do it because like your soul, like your heart says, this is fun. This is enjoyable. This is me. This is like what I'm meant for. And if it's not, then it's not. That's cool. Because you have something that's meant for you. And it's up to you to find that. And that's okay if you haven't found that yet. Because you will. The more you do, the more that'll lead you to things that you're meant to do. Hopefully that made sense. If that did, then I'm happy for you and I'm great. I'm happy for you and I'm grateful that you that you found the resonance, the understanding in such words that I'm talking, that I'm throwing down, that I'm laying down. But yeah, just, do that interesting, out of the world, unseen, lame, weird, whatever you want to call it. Do that angle that you've been thinking of. Do that idea that you've been wanting to do, even if it's like, but find the amazingness in it, because that idea came to you and to you only in that moment. It might came to other people and they'll put it out there, but don't worry about them. You just put it out there. You focus on it, You focus on putting it out there. And then do it with the next one. And have fun with it. It's a journey. So that's all I had to say in terms of this topic. I feel like I went way over, but I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I put it out there. I'm glad I pressed record on multiple things. I'm glad I'm laying down here looking at you and talking to you. So yeah, I'm glad I did it. Truly.